9:42. Good morning. It's containing COVID. The KWM News takeover at Guam's favorite I-94. Hi. Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning.
Let's go to the phones. Hey, coming up, we're going to end the show on a good note. And we'll find out more about what they're going to do for the distribution tomorrow. I mean, I'm thinking if we know people got turned away, I'm just thinking that they're trying to figure out a way. I mean, A, can we get more food to give out? And B, is there a way to do it? I mean, because it was a big logistical improvement, I guess, right? But you trade that for people getting turned away, it's still not a good look. 9:43. Good morning. Let's go to the phones where we have Sam from Custom Fitness on, and you guys are. So let me get this straight. It's not a gym; it's a box, right?
Good morning, Chris, Bree, and Jason. How are you guys doing?
Good
morning.
So we watched.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a technicality, I guess. I think more of the restriction is going to be on class-based facilities versus, kind of going in and doing your own thing.
Right. And so this kind of rapidly evolved where we were talking about last week. It was like, hey, we think we can open if we adhere to the social distancing. Now it's like, oh, you are opening.
Yeah. So, I mean, I believe we're able to open tomorrow. We're going to kind of give it some time to just make sure we have all our ducks in a row. So we're planning to open on Monday, June 1st, clean slate. Beginning of the month, Monday, get everyone back into the swing of things.
Oh, you just, June 1st is Monday. It's already June, everyone. Wow. So, Sam, how key was because you guys we've done a story on it, I think it was last week with Adriana, or maybe this week.
I think it was Monday.
About the preparations that you guys have already done. So how much more prep did you guys have to do, or were you already in a place where you're like, oh, we're good?
Pretty much the only thing we need to do is set up our scheduling system so that way people have a slot to come in. I mean, our physical therapy clinic opened the beginning of May, so we've kind of already had all our sanitation procedures and protocols in place. And, luckily for us, we're not really reinventing the wheel. Places in the States are already opening. So kind of model what they're doing and see what works for them and learn from their mistakes and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
For people who have been to a custom, and you guys are all following the same guidelines and guidance, but how's it going to be different when you go in for a class? What's going to be different now that we're opening under this COVID pandemic?
So we're going to be a little bit more strict with, who can come in at what time. You're going to need to register ahead of time. Areas are going to be marked off so you have your space ready to go. Set equipment for each person so that way there's no sharing of equipment. You're not really, invading anybody else's space that might be working out, with at a minimum of 8 feet away. You guys have been to our facility, so we're not short on space. So I think we can accommodate people without them feeling cramped and still adhering to all the, protocols, making sure that people are safe. And we have installed, I know you're real big on washing your hands, so we have installed additional sinks. We have one outside the door when you enter, and then we'll have one in the back. That way, if anyone needs to wash their hands when they're done working out.
Mm-hmm.
You should just institute that as part of the WAD. Like, okay, 10 burpees, wash your hands.
Yeah, exactly.
So, again, how does this work? People have to call first and schedule an appointment, or you guys have your set classes, or just cutting them in half? I mean...
So we're going to, it's actually a system we're getting together. That's the only reason why we're not, going to open tomorrow. We just want to make sure that we have that squared away. So it's going to be a booking application where you sign up for your class ahead of time and you have your slot secured.
I see. With a cap on how many people.
Right. Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So how many people do you guys normally get for, like, let's say the 5:30 class? And then how is that going to change with the social distancing and everything?
So before we didn't really limit the amount of people at any given time. We would have multiple classes going on, different programs
right.
at any set time. We had the run team going on, 5:30 a.m. class. Now it's going to be kind of limited to just one specific class. And then there won't be, at least for the first couple of weeks until we know more or see how, making sure that there's no influx of COVID patients, then we can always adjust from there. But at least at first we're going to be real, cautious, making sure that we don't, get ahead of ourselves too quickly.
Right. And so you guys are a fortunate, big facility. If we're operating at, what is it, 50% capacity?
Yeah. 50%.
Yeah. So what do you guys, so let's say I want to go to the 5:30 class, but I want to have an idea how many people can go.
So I think at least for the first week, we're going to cap it at about 15 people per class. So I mean, you're looking at each person can get at least 20 square feet of space to themselves.
Right. And so and how many classes per day, just so people know, okay, I got a chance?
So we have 6 classes per day, and then we are going to have limited open gym hours, and then we're planning on also kickstarting our teens program for the summer. I know a lot of kids haven't really had any outside activity, it give them a chance to do something, get healthy, get back into the gym. So hopefully we'll be able to launch that within the next week or 2.
Okay.
What about the rustiness?
I'm sorry?
The rustiness. I mean, man, how many of us have been saying, oh, I can't work out because the gym's not open now. Oh, guess what? Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you guys have been following our segments. You guys, KUAM's been sharing
I've been sharing them.
I'm pretty sure that's what most people have been doing, just sharing them. So we've been, doing programming. People have been staying active, but of course, with CrossFit, it can be scaled down to any level. So you can, make it as easygoing as you want at the beginning, and then scale up as you get back into shape.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, I could just imagine that first class back, right?
Ooh, boy, people are going to be crying.
Paul and Ryan, oh, you missed me, right?
Oh, yeah, where you been, huh? Yep, quarantine cooking, right?
500 squats.
Yep, tulip, right? Oh, Chris, tulip, right? Yep, uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're sitting there rubbing their hands together, plotting some evil.
Rubbing their buff hands together.
Bree, you need to change your attitude.
Yeah. So what are people saying, Sam? I'm pretty sure that you guys, the chats are just blowing up with people who are excited about coming back.
I think people are super excited. There are a couple people that are still kind of cautious. Those that live with, older family members or people that are immunocompromised. But like I said, we're doing everything in our power to make sure that we're doing it safely and properly, slowly at first, so that, we can make sure we can prevent any influx of sickness. But
right.
I think people are super excited. I mean, I can't really keep up with the messages I've been getting, the emails. When are you guys going to open?
Mm-hmm.
So I know everyone's really excited to get back. So we're excited. We've been closed for
Well, I'll tell you what,
2.5 months.
People of Guam really need a workout after the last few months of just...
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, something to look forward to. I think, it builds morale. They say... exercise, promotes endorphins, so we want to make sure that we do our part to keep the island healthy and happy.
Right. And like you said, it is such a big facility over at Custom. I mean, you guys could do indoor, outdoor, classes.
You could probably have like yoga, Pilates at the same time, right?
Yeah. So we are actually, I don't know if you've attended our yoga classes. We do it out on the deck upstairs, so they are going to be resuming that as well next week.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
And that won't even impede on our count downstairs at all.
That's good. Good to hear. Sounds like you guys are ready to go. Monday. What is going to be the first class that you guys have on Monday?
5:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And that is just the typical Death by CrossFit class.
Exactly. With the evil plot of.
If my burpees are not where they need to be right now,
We can mark off a space just for you. So
I need a little,
you can do your burpees.
because I move around when I do the burpees. It's like I start in one place, then by the time I'm done, I'm like, how did I get over here in Aspen?
We'll open a little early for you. That way you can make it to your 6 a.m. show.
Thanks.
Oh, man.
Appreciate that. All right, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, guys. Hope to see you guys back in the gym soon.
Us too, yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've been doing stuff.
We'll reserve a spot just for you guys.
You guys got to check on Bree because I've been doing my squats. The thing is though with the home workouts, you guys, there's just too many 3 digits. What? I saw something over the weekend. 300 squats. Are you
The Murph.
The Murph, yeah.
Well, that one is a hero one. So that one, they didn't make that one up on their own. They
Right.
can't take credit for
Of
that.
course,
that
yeah.
torture. But yeah, we're excited. We're ready to get back into the swing of things, and get moving.
Hey, Sam, this is Jason Salas. Good morning. Good to hear from you. It's been a while. We do have a comment right now from somebody is so ecstatic that you'll be resuming your normal or normal-ish business. San SP is saying, I'm so happy when we work out, let's do the electric slide. So technically you would then be a fitness and a dance organization, right?
Yes, we can accommodate that, and we could still do the electric slide while maintaining social distance and
Very nice.
mobility. So whatever gets you motivated.
Right on. And hey, Sam, I guess with people, staying home for how many months? I mean, obviously we haven't been getting the amount of exercise that we're supposed to be. Are you guys anticipating an influx of new customers?
I hope so. I mean, we realize that a lot of people are without jobs, so it's and obviously we're a pay-to-play kind of facility, but hopefully we can make accommodations and try to accommodate as many people as possible, and have them prioritize their health.
Yeah. Do you guys anticipate continuing some of those posting the WODs on your Instagram and Facebook?
I'm not sure. I think we are going to we're going to try to do a big finale on Monday. That'll be our 50th segment. But as far as continuing them, I do think it's been really helpful and beneficial for those that don't have a gym membership. So, that's something we can definitely consider.
And I mean, you've got 50 of them, so people can always go back and.
Yeah, exactly. And if you've only been sharing them and not actually watching them, then now's the time that you can go back and start from segment number 1.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Bree. I think that was for you. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, guys. Okay. Take care and wash your hands.
You got it. Wash yours first. Okay, after you. All right, bye. 9:54. Hey, we'll take a little break. We'll come back and end this show on a good note. It's the KUAM News Takeover, Guam's favorite, containing COVID. Good morning.
Keeping you informed, KUAM News brings you Banking 671, brought to you by the Bank of Guam, the People's Bank, and